Oh! Alright. I went out and got a tripod. See if this helps my recording a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to get my 14-year-old son to help. Hey, he's a busy, popular guy, you know. With the girls. Eh. Well, today we're going to make risotto. My way. Very simple. Here you have a half a cup of rice and a half a cup of orzo. Some butter, Irish butter, and some onions. And over here I have about 2.5 cups of water with a bouillon cube in there, chicken, and salt, pepper. We're going to start by kicking the heat up to a little bit above medium on my stove 7. Alright. We can start by putting the butter into the pan. Just a couple slithers there. You don't want to make it too puddly. 2 or 3 little slithers of butter, just so it coats the bottom of the pan. We'll let that kick in. And this recipe is fantastic because it's a change, you know, from the everyday rice. It's always rice. It gets boring. So the risotto with the onions and the flavor from the bouillon cube there, the chicken, and it all adds together with the butter. It just makes it so creamy and tasty. Fantastic. To the untrained eye, it looks like something complicated, you know. If you sit down, someone served this to you at their house, you look at it and say, whoa, God, man, this guy knows what he's doing. He means business, you know. But it's very easy. Anyone can do it. Hey, if I could do it, you can do it. So we're just going to let the butter melt a little bit. Let the pan heat up just a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to toast up the orzo and rice mix. And this is something that you want to keep moving. You don't want to let it sit. You know, just let the butter melt down like this. Okay. We'll add the orzo rice mix. So that's 1 cup. I know I said I wouldn't be talking about measurements and stuff, but with this, you want to know the measurements. So that's half cup rice, half cup orzo. We're gonna let this go a little. Keep it moving. Basically, what you're doing is you're toasting it. You're toasting the orzo and rice together. When I learned to make this thing here, this recipe here, they were saying to put the orzo in first and then add the rice, and makes no freaking difference. You can put them in at the same time. Very easy. Huh? Yeah. Let that toast up a little bit. Also, what we're going to do is grill some chicken. So this recipe is going to be grilled chicken, chicken breast, boneless, chicken breast grilled on a grill outside, and with the orzo rice mix for a side. Try to keep this moving. Don't let it sit too long in the pan without moving it, because it will start sticking to the pan, and then you're going to world of hurt on you. It's a pain in the butt once it starts sticking to the pan, believe me. Alright. So this is going to go like this 2-3 minutes, right? Looks a little like this. Now, we're going to add the cebola, onions. Yeah, you hear that? A little noise. I love it when I start hearing the noise when I'm cooking, because it means things are happening. Oh, here comes that smell. Let me tell you, if I could invent something that could transfer the smell from the cooking to the video, oh, you'd be a rich guy. You'd be richer than the guy that invented a little plastic thing that goes in the end of shoelaces. Whoever he is. So yeah, let this go. Like I said, 7 on the oven, so it's medium heat, a little bit above the medium heat. We'll incorporate this. This will go for a minute or two like this. You're gonna see what she looking like them. Okay. Oh yeah, son. Again, something else that you can try. You can put this on your list of stuff you can do. Learn how to cook, things you know how to cook. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. The smell of the onions. It smells fantastic. Now I'm going to add that 2.5 cups of water. You know what? I'm only going to add like we'll do 1.5 cups first. We'll incorporate all that there. Okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to turn this heat up on high. Kick the heat up. All the way to high. We want to bring this to a boil. A roaring boil. And when she's a roaring boil, let it go for about a minute like that, and then you drop the heat and you let it simmer. We'll add the rest of the water. Oh yeah. This is gonna come to a boil. Right now it's just, you know, liquid. You know what I mean? I'm working on hooking up another camera like over here where you can get the bird's eye view, you know, right into the pan, and then it'll be like a little box down on the bottom. I'm working on that. Oh yeah, we're moving and the grooving. So you got this all in there. Careful with the salt. Actually, we're gonna omit the salt altogether because of the bouillon in there, the chicken bouillon. There's plenty of sodium in that. You don't need more. Just gonna add a little cracked pepper. Okay. Man, that smells like heaven. So I know I said in my update that we were going to do cutting gauge crabs, but my poor Vavo hurt her foot, her hoof, and she is out of commission. But when she feels better, we'll definitely do that. We'll definitely have some sessions with Vavo. She actually made me some rice pudding, a whose juice we call it. Unbelievable, so good. See the steam? Yeah. Everybody's happy. We'll let this steam up like this for about a minute. Good enough. We'll drop this down to 4, which is it's actually 3. So it's going to be in between low and medium heat. No need to cover it. You want to get all that steam out of there, get all the liquid out. You can cover it, but I never cover it. All right, that's probably going to take about 20 minutes until it cooks all that water out of there, and until all the orzo and rice absorb all that. And with the onions and the butter, oh, beautiful. Nice creamy risotto. Nothing like it. All right? And we're back. Now, I said 20 minutes. At this very heat that we're using, that we're working with, it's more like 10 minutes. Sorry. But in 10 minutes, most of that water has went bye-bye, and now we have something that looks like this. Nice and creamy, and it smells like heaven. What? So, keep in mind that this will stiffen. You want to get as much of the water out of there as you can, the liquid out. Stir it up real good. Don't let it sit. One thing I forgot to say too. Babysit this. Babysit this because if it will stick to the pan. What I mean by babysitting. Keep stirring it. In the beginning you can let it go, but check on it. This is not something, this doesn't mean go upstairs and fold 2 loads of laundry and come back. We'll be done by then. My wife is notorious for that. This is why I do the cooking. I'm only kidding, honey. I love you. My wife's the best. When she's being nice. When she's not being nice, not so nice. Not so good. Alright. We're good here. So this took a whole 10 minutes. And again, I gotta say this too. The times will vary. I'm shutting the stove off. In my stove it takes this long. In your stove could be longer, could be less. It all depends. Every stove is different, you know. You're talking, I have a Maytag here. This stove's got to be at least 12 years old. I mean, it works great for what it is, but if you're working with a Vulcan high-end stove, gas-powered stove, your heats are going to vary. You're going to have to change that, you know. Please keep in mind, I am working with an electric stove that's 12 years old. But if my channel keeps growing like it is, I'll have a Vulcan stove. Just saying. Alright, nice and creamy, man. Oh, baby. Look at this. Look how creamy that is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, son. Okay, now, we'll put this off to the side. Off the heat, we'll let it sit. And we're done with that for now. On to the chicken. There it is, my friends. Plated, looking beautiful. Grilled chicken with the risotto and corn. Simple, easy peasy Japanese. There we go.